If you've ever been told you need bunion surgery, chances are you've also heard it's one of the most painful procedures you can have. That reputation has kept people from getting the care they need. But what if it didn't have to be that way? Dr. Richard Moy, a nationally recognized and world-renowned foot surgeon based in Southern California, developed a painless surgical technique more than 30 years ago, and we're finally bringing it to light. A procedure that has been trusted, refined, and proven successful over 10,000 cases. The approach requires no narcotics and has stood the test of times in ways that newer, unproven methods simply haven't.
Bunion surgery has a reputation for being extremely painful, and throughout history, that's been true. But with my technique, I've completely changed that experience. Once the local anesthesia wears off, there's no pain, and therefore no need to take any narcotic pain medication. As a matter of fact, I don't even prescribe them after surgery. People find that very hard to believe, but we have nearly 3 decades of data to prove it. Every patient who has had surgery has to complete a post-surgical pain evaluation. The results have been consistent, with 99% of them reporting it's pain-free. And anyone, including yourself, can view those evaluations on our website at painlessbunionsurgery.com.
And beyond the numbers, there's something even more powerful: the voices of the patients themselves. Over the years, people from across the country have chosen to share their experiences with this procedure, reflecting on what it was like for them and the results they achieved. On the website and YouTube page, you'll find hundreds of stories, each one unique, but all pointing to the same conclusion. Dr. Moy's painless bunion procedure delivers exactly what it promises. Hearing those first-hand accounts offers a perspective that data alone can't capture, giving future patients real confidence and peace of mind. That kind of track record doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of modifying and refining every step of the procedure for over 30 years, using a precise technique that targets the bunion directly without the trauma caused by large incisions with extensive midfoot hardware, or by minimally invasive procedures that create tremendous internal trauma because they're done blindly through poke holes in the skin.
We realign the bone and soft tissue with precision at the site of the bunion, working only where the problem exists. We avoid unnecessary damage to the midfoot, which means faster healing, improved function, and a better looking foot. I also use a plastic surgery technique with no visible sutures. So once it heals, most people can't tell you've even had surgery. All patients are able to walk immediately after surgery with a walking boot and drive their car the next day. We start with a short walking interval of about 20 minutes per hour and then increase it about 10 minutes each week. That allows people to get back to daily life quickly, whether it's running errands, going to dinner, or returning to a desk job.
The results speak for themselves, not just in the decades of data, but in the patients who come back with no fear of getting the next foot done.
It's very common for someone to have one foot done and be so thrilled with the recovery and outcome, they schedule the next foot just days later. I've operated on everyone from marathon runners to ballet dancers, and they've all returned to full activity. And with a recurrence rate of less than 0.1%, the results last and have stood the test of time.
For patients who've been waiting, sometimes for years, because they're afraid of the pain or downtime, or who have had a horrific experience having bunion surgery, Dr. Moy's painless approach changes everything. It's not an experimental or latest trend surgery. It's a proven method with over 30 years of success, helping patients from nearly every state in the country to get back on their feet with confidence. If you've been putting off bunion surgery, now may be the time to take the first step towards pain-free living. Visit drmoy.com or painlessbunionsurgery.com to learn more and see the proof for yourself.